YouTubers? This is Yana Spotlight TV blogger. Hope you guys are having an amazing day today. Today we're going to be discussing more fallout from the Love and Marriage Huntsville latest drama. As you know, people are still reeling from this weekend's reunion and the fallout. And Ariane, she hits Instagram Live the second the credits appear on Love and Marriage Huntsville. I don't care what she says on social media that she doesn't watch the show. She seems to be available the day of the show, right before the show comes on, right when the show goes off, and subsequent days to try to get some more attention to herself and get some relevance. Because still, even after all this time she has discussed, she still has not made it on the show that Melody Holt created. So she has to find a way to get herself relevant somehow. And what way to make herself relevant than to take down the cast, because that just seems completely intelligent to do on her part. So essentially this picture is taken some years back when, I'm sure this is one of many trips that the guys took, which features Martell, Marseau, and Maurice out and about, having a good time. And in this particular picture, if you go to Ariane's stories, and depending on when you watch this, it may be gone by then, but there was some vulgar information in there where she essentially was saying she took these pictures and that, Marceau is claiming not to know her, and Maurice is claiming not to know her, but she knows them, and she knows the women that they were with during this particular trip and who they were and what they looked like, and, wanted to compare them to their wives because they were completely different, and, basically wants to air them out. And then as a result, even though I think she texted this to herself to post, but allegedly, quote unquote, there were other women who were claiming, to have been involved with Marceau for years. And essentially they don't want to expose themselves because they, quote unquote, are in love with him and love the benefits and the perks of whatever it is to say that you are a side piece to a married man. So needless to say, Marceau eventually got wind of all of this, and him and Tisha, his wife, put up, a nice little Instagram Live at their kid's 10th birthday party, trying to put up a united front, cracking some jokes and this and that. And, the bottom line is people were trying to come from him and be like, what is up with this? And he essentially said, you don't mess with somebody who has nothing to lose. And for that, I do agree with him. Even though I think Marceau is low down dirty, and also a cheater, I do agree that you do not mess with people who have nothing to lose, because there is no bottom for them to go. Like, they do not care how gutter, how nasty things get. And this is one of the things that, Martell fails to realize is he made his own mistakes and he refuses to own up to it because he saw basically Marceau and Maurice doing the same thing. The only difference is they didn't get their side pieces pregnant. Martell did. So therefore, his information is all out in these streets. I honestly believe that Love and Marriage Huntsville originally was supposed to be about real estate, was supposed to be about construction, promoting the Scott's businesses and promoting Holt and Holt, and also promoting, everything else in between. And I thought they were going to build on the comeback group and doing the low-income housing building for, certain communities in Alabama. And that completely went through, the rails. I think we saw most of it season 1, and that was going to be a wrap. And I think the goal of the show, since this was Melody's baby, was she was hoping at this point to maybe once and for all expose Martell's cheating, and then maybe he would finally stop. And ultimately, it just created a whole nother firestorm of events to take place, a lot more toxicity, a lot more drama, a lot more cheating, and more kids are now brought into this dysfunction, unfortunately, while everybody is arguing back and forth on social media and arguing back and forth on this reality show that was supposed to be about love and marriage, that seems to be about love and cheating now. And as a result, everybody else's spots are about to be blown up. I think there's something in the contract to where Martell can't actively say what is actually going on with Tisha and Marceau, as well as Maurice and Kimmy, if there is any infidelity or anything else that's involved. However, I think Martell is using Ariane to do it. Since she is not affiliated with the show, she does not have a contract. Therefore, she can, basically have diarrhea of the mouth and spill everybody's tea that's directly coming to her from Martell, unless there was some of it that she saw herself that she's claiming. And, it is what it is. I mean, for me, I definitely want the tea because I definitely believe that Marceau and Maurice are cheating. I definitely believe Mel when she told Tisha, to go to a certain bar at a certain time and see if, Marceau's car's there. I definitely believe Martell when he says that, Marceau has 20 girlfriends. I believe it all. I truly do. However, the problem is we have no receipts to back it up. Whereas we have the issue with Martell, he has a side chick that won't go away, that won't shut up no matter what, and she allegedly isn't even with him anymore. But for whatever reason, she is pressed and, ready to talk and expose all these people, and she still wants to antagonize Mel for some reason, even though Mel and Martell are long divorced and Mel has moved on and everything else. For some reason, Ariane has to keep name dropping Mel, has to keep, Martell and, trying to, help him out for some reason, even though she claims she can't stand him or whatever. And it's just all a hot mess. It is just all a hot mess. It is ghetto. It is trifling. It is disturbing. Essentially, I think it's going to come out because everything always does. I just don't know how things are going to move forward because I don't think that this is going to stop until everything is exposed. And that's unfortunate for the Scotts. Because I think at this point there's no more gutter, there's no lower that you can go for Martell. So therefore, here's where we are. Here's where we are. But, that essentially is all. I'm sure there will be more updates from Ariane. Like I said, I'm just going to do this little one-hit wonder for her, give her a few minutes of, hey, great, thank you for sharing this type of thing. But until you back some things up with receipts, girl, and like actual receipts with, these men with these other alleged side chicks that you're claiming, it's going to be a lot of noise. And, the Scotts are going to laugh it off because they'll make sure that you're not going to be on the show to air this out. And eventually, I don't know why Martell or nobody has hit you with a cease and desist or a gag order or an NDA or something by now, because this is insane. Like the fact that it's been years now that you've been able to get away with all this slander. And, by some miracle, Melody has been able to not end up in jail for, doing something to this woman for destroying her life and still trying to destroy her life. Like, it's just too much. It's like, I have never seen a side chick this out of control. And even with the marriage still being over, and even, with the married man she was sleeping with is now single, essentially, he still doesn't claim her, but claims the baby, but doesn't claim her and doesn't want to marry her. So that should tell you right there, what he thinks of you and, what he feels that you are only good for. So as a result of this, she feels the only way that she can retaliate is to expose everybody and to just take everybody down as well. Since they think so little of her and she wants to be called an angel for some reason, she's going to take down everybody else. So that is all I have. Please let me know what your guys' thoughts are. Do you guys believe that Maurice and Marceau also are cheating on their wives? I do. But who knows if we'll have like actual receipts to back this up, or if it is just noise to get, some more subscribers to Ariane's page. Because, that could be that as well. But again, let me know your guys' thoughts. And as usual, I will talk to you guys again soon.